coverage of the National Football League finds us in Silicon Valley. And with the foghorn bellowing behind us, that means it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers.
And now, please welcome your 2028 San Francisco 49ers.
On the visiting sideline, there is the Vikings head coach. His guys putting together a season to remember, unbeaten and untied to this point. Across from him, you've got the head coach of the 49ers. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Bill Reichert will get this one started. And we are underway here in Silicon Valley. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. And when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Dallas Turner. He gets in for the sack, and that is now an even 20 on the year. What a season.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On third down, they go with James. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick fourth down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
McCarthy to the air on second down. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
The Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 9. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
19 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That's 19 yards for the 2nd straight play. They are rolling. Another first down.
19 more yards.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. It is brought in the end zone. Ty Felton. Touchdown, Vikings. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. It's up and good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Niners offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. Fields now to throw on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, James. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. In trouble, and down he goes. Kenneth Grant. He gets in there to record the sack. It's number 16 now on the season.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. Play action now for Fields. Look wide, get this one complete. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they will finally run him down. That is a big gain for the 49ers. And even 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Fields to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49er first down.
On the handoff, this is James. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard.
Fields now. They set up the screen to James. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's another 49er first down.
They go play action with Fields. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Second and 9.
Watkins motioning over.
10-yard line.
Second down, it's Fields. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Josh Metellus on the coverage.
Kittle is the man in motion. Fields from the gun on 3rd down.
Justin Fields sacked.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal.
For the field goal.
This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the 49ers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And he's putting together a remarkable season currently, leading the NFL in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. Oh, a loose ball. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. Here's a handoff to Genti. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He'll find Genti out of the backfield. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's going to let this one go deep. And on third down, that ball's incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
49ers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
We are through 1. It's the Vikings with the edge. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Ayuk makes the catch right side. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw, it's McCarthy. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
22 yards.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will take it in himself. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings move out to a 21-3 advantage. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Niners offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. So, from 37, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. And they have been great in the red zone all year. You see the numbers to back that up. They've got 2 touchdowns on 3 trips so far in this one. Oh! And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. It'll be a Vikings first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Vikings.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Drop this one down to Genty, and this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
12 more yards.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Michael Williams in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll get this off to Genty. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. And this.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Minnesota. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. His kick is good. The Vikings stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with James. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And the 49ers.
Here's a handoff to James. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 more yards. The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Go get him! Go get him! Go get him!
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Going right sideline and complete. 1st and 10.
That's another 49er first down.
Fields to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
A run with James. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
A loss of 2.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. 3rd and 10. Now, Fields. They set up the screen to James. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Vikings offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. McCarthy going to tap this one forward to his receiver. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
It's the score. Vikings 31, 49ers 6.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Fields over the middle to Ayuk, complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 18. And the 49ers
on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. A throw on the move is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in their second quarter.
First down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Going left side. And it's taken in by Williams. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal. Trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. He's got it at the 3. That's the second charge timeout for Minnesota as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. That is caught. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal. To the air once more is McCarthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Down this close, 3rd and goal. I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on 4th down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6? By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Fields. Going for it all. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the 49ers are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Texans. And this is Xavier Worthy. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 52 yards, touchdown. The Texans are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is the speedster, Zay Flowers. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 43-yard touchdown. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And this is Elijah Moore. He had his way with the defense from beginning to end. How about 4 touchdown catches in the game? The Titans get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, here's McCarthy. To the left side, that's caught by Felton. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. He'll run the draw with Genty. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 7.
On the play. And this is 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That one's complete to the rookie wide receiver from Southern California. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down. It's a gain of 17.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
Once again, it's Genty. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
Gain of 6. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First carry here for Omarion Hampton. And he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped.
Over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Field. Over the middle to Kittle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And the 49er, 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's James. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
That's another 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
They keep it on the ground with James. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Keanu Benton there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 28-yard line.
Fields now. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
To Jordan James. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
To throw is Fields. Able to complete it to Ayuk. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go with James. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
Watkins motioning over. the gun on third down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Niners will cut into that lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He's got Loveland free left side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have a Vikings first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Vikings.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now, give to Gentine running right. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
In on the tackle.
3rd and 5.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
To throw, it's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Niners offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Throwing is Fields. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Send a man in motion right. Working out of the gun, it's Fields.
This isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Now inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Riker, good with the extra point. And the Vikings will add one more onto their big lead. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Niners offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground, it is James to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Fields. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll be 3rd down. Now, Fields. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
And the 49er first down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 1.
At their 48-yard line.
On the ground, it's James. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Running here is James. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Here's a handoff to Genty. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. And he'll take this one in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Minnesota. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Riker good with the extra point. The Vikings add on to their already sizable lead. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with James. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
8 yards.
Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw is Fields. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
1st down. Fields. This one complete to Watkins. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Fields. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Kenneth Grant in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this quarterback is going to be sore tomorrow. I mean, you can tell this defense made a point of emphasis. We are going to rush relentlessly the entire game, and their pressure plan, their pass rush plan, it's worked to perfection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15.
1st down. A gain of 15. And the Vikings.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Vikings. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings stretch things out even further.
49ers 12.
Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. 49ers offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. He'll air this one out for Watkins. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a
Lost
of a
one
yard.
on the last
Brings
play,
up
so now it's second and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw is Fields. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down. The ball's out. The Vikings have got it. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite them right here.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. You see how the turnover differential has worked in their favor this year. We try to get another possession now and build on this lead. On first down, here's McCarthy. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one will be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Run out of the gun for Genty. And tries to lose an eye from the crowd. Sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there.
And this is third down.
What can they do here on third down and 7? They'll go again with Genty. Pickup of 14 on that ball. First down, Minnesota.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Vikings first down. A gain of 14. First down, Minnesota.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. That keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Here's second and 2. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
3 yards. And the Vikings first down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Vikings.
They run out of the gun with Genty. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a third and 12. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
38-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And that one doinks off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Vikings add on to their lead. Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get in the end zone. This drive will begin with first down.
Kittle
Kittle is the man in motion.
It's now second and 6.
They go play action with Fields. He'll step up and run. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Kittle is the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. And a good job rallying to the football. Holden's just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.